Welcome to the boardroom.
My political cartoon for Donald Trump at Mariadianagrasmick. I decided to do QANON 420. I try to do the palm tree. There's a palm tree there. Try to make it like a Q. Try to make it like a cannabis leaf. There's Allison Mack with Nixium earring. She's got Nixium earring. And there's a canary singing. And it's a yellow canary on her finger singing. And I try to do a caricature. There's my signature in pink. The canary is singing. And I did this with Autodesk Sketchbook. There is the palm tree. It's like a Q, in the shape of a Q. Cannabis leaf, kind of. Q 420, canary palm tree. That's what it is. It's a canary palm tree, QAnon 420, 218. And the reason I did this is because Q has been, look, and I finished that exactly 11/11 on 420. And there you go. It's canary palm tree. There you go, 11/11 420. That's when I finished it last night. And I also did a video of me drawing it after this short video. There you go. Trump was in Key West. Look at him. Palm trees everywhere. Lined Key West. So was Q, when Q posted that picture of the canary palm tree, was he trying to tell us he was with Trump? That Mack is naming names, big names in Hollywood. That's Allison Mack, the Standard Hotel. She's all related to that. And that is the palm tree, the canary palm tree that Q posted. And canary palm tree, singing like a canary. Someone made the connection there. And then later on, Q posted again, and we were just about to figure it out. Allison Mack singing like a canary, as Alan Dershowitz would say. And there you go. And I also followed the Jerome Corsi talking about it. There's the palm tree. There's the palm tree. Yeah. And Canary Island palm. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's a Canary Island palm. That's where I got the name from. To sing like a canary is to inform against someone to the police or other authority about their criminal or illicit behavior. Singing like a canary. Allison Mack. Someone is singing. I wonder who. Could it be Allison Mack? There you go. And I draw this cartoon. A real Rudy Giuliani liked this picture I posted last year when Trump was in Florida. I don't know if that was the real Rudy Giuliani, but he liked my picture that I posted on my Instagram at Political Cartoons Donald Trump. There you go. I was really excited. Craig Sawyer, we're in the middle of a Twitter war, Twitter battle. It was funny. I thought that was funny because I'm a big fan. There you go.
They fall for it every single time. And then he refers back to his post, how do you legally present this evidence? And now he's got his opportunity. At 3:47, and Anon says, trap card played, nice work Q. And at 3:48 a.m. my time, Trump card coming Q. So at 4:45, Q just comes on and puts up this picture of a palm tree. You can read these for yourself. Looks like LA Beverly Hills. Something to do with the sky, maybe. Sky is now clear. No one will know. Watch CA. Watch California, 1717. Welcome to South California. Anyway, make of it what you will. So as best as I could tell, that was the last post. We'll now move on to some Q news. And here we have a WikiLeaks tweet, and it's getting interesting now. The Democrats are suing WikiLeaks and Julian Assange for revealing how the DNC rigged the Democratic primaries. Help us countersue. We've never lost a publishing case, and discovery is going to be amazing fun. And they're asking for donations. Help WikiLeaks ensure the DNC bogus anti-free speech lawsuit backfires. Donald Trump tweeted, "Just heard the campaign was sued by the obstructionist Democrats. This can be good news in that we will now counter for the DNC server that they refused to give to the FBI. The Wendy Wasserman Schultz," I think he means Debbie, but anyway, servers and documents held by the Pakistani mystery man and Clinton emails.
If you look up Wendy Wasserman Schultz, there's a case that she was called that about, like, something about
should be getting good
children
stories.
of rape or something
Today
like that.
we had just
This
about
case she's
our
working
highest
on.
poll numbers, including those on election day. The American public is wise to the phony and dishonest press. Make America great again. Kim.com has retweeted a WikiLeaks tweet about the James Comey memos on Trump, and gives a link to the documents. He also retweeted one by Glenn Greenwald talking about the fact that the Ecuadorian embassy has now completely silenced someone they first gave political asylum to, and then citizenship, blocking him from communicating with the outside world for almost a month. People who pretend to oppose such things are silent because they hate the victim. Of course, the victim being Julian Assange. On Jim Stone freelance site, you can see that he says the Hillary and Humer murdering a child video is real. I saw it, saved it, and the computer it went on will no longer boot. So very, very careful anyone who's trying to download that, apart from the chance of being arrested. You can see here that Jim is feeling the effects. You can stop and read that for yourself. On what does it mean, and yes, I know, please don't continually tell me you think it's a fake site. It does give out information as well as disinformation. As I've said before, this is up to you to figure out which is which. Their latest article, 20th of April, Trump threatens special counsel Mueller with murder indictment over worst FBI scandal in history that cost the US government $100 million. And he's talking about one of the worst FBI scandals in history that cost the US government $100 million, and whose fact of making Mueller a target of an indictment for murder that President Trump no doubt will ultimately decide on if to prosecute. And there's a lot of useful information and links there. Having a look at the headlines in Gateway Pundit, you can see it's all about the DNC and their attempt to sue, I guess. I think this is all going to backfire on them. North Korea freezes the nuclear missile tests ahead of the Trump summit. You can, again, pull this up, have a look at it for yourself. Similar on True Pundit, a story on North Korea announcing its suspension of the nuclear missile tests, and on the DNC, Comey's book tossed into bookstore bargain bins. You expect that, and that he's now target of Inspector General probe for leaking classified memos. Surely there's a fallout between McCabe and Comey. It's going to give us some more information. Okay, and that's it for now. You'll see the last post by Q was at 4:45 a.m. my time. It's now 9:40 a.m. Cheers.
Morning now. Still not in the not science guy. I have more than 186 comments. And also,
that's 0 comments.
Nice. But, I better get those more than 100 likes like that person promised.
I got a scar, they have a shotgun and a maple shingle.
Then they start tightening down the screws. And the next thing you know, you're in a real crappy situation. Forgive me, but you're in a bad situation. It's not getting better, and it's not going to. You see all the writing on the wall, yet you still remain adhered to it, like all of those that have yet to be red pilled.
And it ain't just women, huh? It's all of us. I mean, we were all abused by our leaders, our elected leaders, and we continue to elect them over and over. I mean, obviously, in some cases, there's election fraud involved, but stood by and let it happen in many cases.
And then they collected data on us that they could use against us in later dates if we ever spoke up.
Yeah.
I love what former President Bush said. If they all knew what we had done, we'd be hanging from lampposts. You know what? Those may have been prophetic words.
That was George Sr.
Yeah.
I've actually had to do research for my job on domestic violence. That was the first question I got most people that put in that situation. Why? And going back to the guy and the same girl, I would give the same answer every time because they got so minded. They were afraid, hey, if I leave this person, repercussions going to be, and I can't leave this person because there's nobody out there that's going to treat me the way this guy or girl treats me.
It's not ethical, it's most basic basis. Forms.
Now people think they deserve it. Yes, that's true too. It's hard to relate to someone who has never been there. I've been there. I was married to an abusive man for 5 years, and all I kept thinking was, I deserve this. Or what am I going to do? How am I going to live? All those questions go through your head. You're just thinking, it'll be better if I do this. It'll get better if I dinner on the table when he wants it. It'll be okay. If I do this, it'll be better.
I mean, people get stuck in the norm just becomes comfortable, as uncomfortable as the norm can be. Change becomes scarier than the scariest of norms. That's what I call it. Change will it scares people more than the thought of staying where they are.
Kind of like terrorism that way.
Yeah.
That they convince you that it is normal. And this is what you're.
Scriptures got me through many a mission trip in Central America in 108-degree weather with 45 people that won't listen.
Well, it's food and water that never ends. So I understand that.
Amen. And if y'all are okay with it, I want to read through the Q. was posted at 12:43 today. It says, answer Q, R-E-S-R. SR June JA now, and he drops a link to Fox News article saying that the Democratic Party had filed a lawsuit against the Trump campaign, against Russia, and against WikiLeaks for corruption in the 2016 election and how they stole the election of Hillary and all that nonsense. And then Q says coincidence. And as you'll remember, the Separate Julian Assange topic came up last night during Q&A time, so he's back referring to that and kind of confirming June because he had earlier put June ETA. On to 1200, we had an Anon put bait, then another Anon put amazing. They're literally opening the door for you to drop all of the information as evidence in a court of law. Where we go one, we go all. And then Q responded at 12:47. It says they fall for it every single time. How do you legally? And when he says how do you legally, that's tying back into the Q drop from last night. I think it was 1281. I'm sorry, 1181. I got 12 on the brain right now. 1181, which he stated, how do you get this into evidence or out into the public realm? And when they filed that lawsuit, they basically opened the door for discovery and gave us a pathway right there. So kind of crazy. 1201, we got at an unposted trap card played. Nice work, Q. And Q responded at 12:48:56 and said, Trump card coming. And I like the idea that Mueller's going to be that Trump card in this whole thing when he comes in and shocks the world. At 12:02, we had Q posted up at 1:45 a picture of a palm tree, which we did not know what meant at the time. 12:03 at 19:30, Q posted Mack is naming names, big names in Hollywood / government, parentheses local / federal, proof, the Standard Hotel, helicopter crash, all related, future will prove past, Adam Schiff, feeling okay today? Question mark. Why is the Mexican border / Long Beach port so important? TikTok LLC Q. And we do have some folks that dug up sauce on TikTok LLC that will kind of disperse out here in a little bit. Thank you to RW out there for sending that to me. 12:04. We had an Anon post up Allison Mack singing like a canary, as Alan Dershowitz would say. And Q responded at 7:36 and said, Canary palm tree, question mark, signal, question mark. And so that refers back to 12:02 when he posted palm tree.
Come here, I want to show you something.
I'm going to fit in here and take that off.
You hear what they're talking about?
What?
You hear what they're talking about?
I love you
That's what I'm doing my cartoon on, the canary. Cute. But look, the palm tree looks like a cute.
Yes.
And she's singing like a canary, that's what it means. That's what it means.
Right, 12:05. 12:05 was posted at 8:08. And it is a picture that Allison Mack posted up of Marina Abramovich. And then 12:06 was posted at 8:18. It is a picture of President Obama apparently on a vacation with a young girl. It was clipped out of what looks to be a newspaper. And we have identified that young girl as being the Wendy that was referred to in the President Trump's tweet earlier today that got deleted, where he referenced Wendy Wasserman Schultz's server. He later changed that to Ed Wasserman Schultz's server. We have been confirmed by Q because an Anon in post in Prop 1207 at 8:24. What? Okay. In drop 8:24, at 8:24 and dropped 12:07, an anon posted Wendy, ? And Q just gave the affirmation of reposting the number as he has numerous times. 12:08 came in at 9:12 and says,
Can you put this on your phone, Ray?
I'm sorry, this was the one that Dan said was in reference to an anon
Yeah, let this play first. I'll do the next one.
The boat
I don't want to stop it.
for Pizzagate had been taken down, and he responded, over the target, expand further, Wendy, Hussein, Mack, Adam Schiff, and then he posts a link to the plane crash article that focused on Mariah Sunshine Coogan of Instagram fame being killed in a plane crash. And then he says open source. 12:09, we've got he reposts 12:08, and then we've got Q posting at 9:17. He says the door will be opened later. The choice is yours. The choice to know will be yours. In Q. And I also posted up on my Gab account, so you can link that if you want, but if you want to look it up yourself, drop number 157, 167, and 269 all refer to the door of all doors. And Q has referenced that 3 times in posts, and I believe that this is what he is referring to as the door of all doors will be open, and the choice to know will be yours.
I want to know.
Drop 1210 was a repost of 12:09, and at 9:26, Q posts as the world turns, and I believe that is a reference to all of this takes place right in front of our eyes, and we can't notice it because we are so busy with what the world is, what we're doing on this planet that we miss it. And it's just as the world turns, this continues on and on and on. And that's part of the frustration that I've had tonight is knowing that some child right now is in harm's way dealing with this crap.
This also appears to be to Adam Schiff.
Hey guys, I'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, Caleb, that because he puts AS in there, the sites that populate these automatically auto anytime they see capital AS next to each other, it automatically adds that little description there as Adam Schiff. The As the World Turns thing was posted numerous times without any reference to Adam Schiff. So I don't believe that pertains to him. I know that whenever you highlight over it, it says Adam Schiff because it's got a capital A and a capital S next to each other. 12:12 was the 12:11 was the where he reposted 12:10 and he puts in the article from CBS Local New York that was pertaining to the elder lady, Miss Dixon, that had started up the soap operas and her passing, and it showed a picture of a young Maggie Nixon in that photo with her. 12:12 was a repost of 12:11, and it came in at 9:37, and Q gave us a Q clue. He said, hint, Hussein and Maggie. In quotations, he put Wendy. How many pics can you find of them together? Age 10, 11, 12, ... And so there should be many, many more pictures out there of them together for us to find. And so Q does confirm in that post that the Maggie that was from the newspaper clipping earlier, that is who that was. And when he referenced it in 12:11 with her picture with her grandmother, it said her name in that article, Maggie Nixon. And then Q just confirmed that Maggie is Wendy, as referred to earlier. Tweet, which you cannot see there, or a supposed Snowden tweet. Whenever you blow that tweet up, you can see 2 underscores at the end of @Snowden, and so it was not his real account. But he posted that nonetheless, and that tweet is available on 8chan if you click on the deal, the little number up there. You can go and look at that. And he responds to that drop saying, because the Anon said, is Snowden talking about us? And he responds at 10:48 and says, the world is watching. So that is the synopsis of the Q drops from today. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them into the YouTube chat out there, aim it at whoever you want to, put the @ symbol in their name, and it will highlight orange for us to see it.
Solid recap. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Has this been one of the busiest Q days ever?
Not really. There was one a couple of weeks ago that there was like 25 or 27 or something like that one day.
Yeah, one was 39.
They've been busy.
This one is one of the ones that gets real close to the matter, though. Starts really naming some of the, big guy.
He who shall not be named. That's what they call John McCain. He who must not be named.
On Instagram.
What is three-ring circus?
That is the person that posted up the photo there of Maggie's mom with the pizza man.
Okay.
J'aime les enfants.
I see y'all asking for what the fake Snowden tweet said. I'll grab it and I'll read it for you, even though it's not real. It's relevant. So because Q did respond to it. Sorry, it's taking a second to load. Right, it's @Snowden _ and it says, when we look back on today, we will find the most important national security story of the year. Spontaneous organization is the hardest for adversaries to counter. So I think the reason Q responded to that is the fact that the content of that tweet is accurate. I mean, whether it was the real stuff that said it or not. That's one of the things that makes us, this movement, every one of you guys out there in YouTube Patriot Land, every Patriot that we have inside of Discord, is what makes this movement so hard to counter, is because it is grassroots, it is 100% organic, and it is filled with passionate people that want to make a difference.
Well, Luna has a message to you, Ninja. It says that the Obama's vacation at Martha's Vineyard every year since 2008. Maggie's parents own property there too.
And Storm Down Under confirmed that three-ring circus is Maggie's mom. I wasn't sure about that, so I didn't want to put it out there, but that's what I thought. But I didn't want to misspeak without having my hands on that information. But you're confirming what I already had in my head, so thank you.
I was going to say everything that she posts says three-ring circus.
Yeah, the fact that Becky's parents own property there, Martha's Vineyard, that's a big connection right there. It'd be interesting to talk to somebody that is in on the know from that area, because I know Martha's Vineyard is so shielded. Is probably the best way to put it. It's hard to get into intel from what goes on there from the outside.
Well, there's a lot of fucking
If I'm not
terrible
mistaken,
things.
they also have property in Bohemian Grove.
And Nagaraj Ross, I'm gonna look into that. I thought the picture that was from the article where the grandmother Nixon had passed away said her mom's name was Mary as well. But I'm sure that there's probably already some Anons in Discord that have sauce on that, so I'll go hit them up here in just a second. But we will clarify that just to make sure since you asked the question. And Bonnie already asked, what did Q mean by open source by the picture? He's telling us that everything that we need to find that he's pointing us towards, all those pictures from 10, 11, 12, 13, and on, everything is open source that he's asking us to find. We don't have to use any hacking skill or any backdoors that people may use. Everything will be easy to find, but relatively easy. If you want to go searching for it, just a quick little 411 on a lot of the ways that I search for things that are hard to find is you can pull up Yandex, which is the Russian search engine, and then you can use the Wayback Machine. And if you search for Wayback Machine, you'll find it.
The Wayback Machine on the Russian link,
of the internet
hey,
archives.
you got things
if somebody scrubs something off the internet, you can go back in time and look at it. But Yandex, Russia kind of keeps people from blocking their stuff, so you'll usually get some interesting stuff. The only thing is you have to know a little bit of Russian in order to navigate it sometimes because all the words there on the site itself aren't that way. Not the articles that pull up, but the words.
Sure. What's our policy for archiving? Because I put 3 ring circuits in the chat about a couple hours ago.
As far as the Discord goes, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, is it on a regular basis or just press the button?
I'm not sure how they go about archiving the actual Discord. It may automatically do it. I'm not sure. Now, I'll tell you what I do, Caleb, just as a point of reference, and I recommend it for you because you can start your own server for free, and you can set it up. And I've got a personal server that I'm the only member of it. I don't do anything there except dump data. So anything that I find important, I drop in there, and there's also a copy of it on my computer and on my thumb drive. So I've got redundancy built in. The easiest way to quickly save things is just to have your own server. You grab it, you grab whatever it is, you click on your server, put it in whatever channel folder that you want it in, and click back over to the other server, and you don't ever even have to disconnect from chats with any of that.
You using a cloud server, private or something?
No, a Discord server. I just started my own Discord server, and that way you can just flip back and forth. But I also save it on my computer and on my thumb drive as well. The Discord server, I'm not sure how they go about backing these things up. Cynthia asked, who is Mack again? Allison Mack was the actress, played the lead actress in Smallville, and she was a high-ranking member of the Nexium cult with Keith Rainier. They got arrested about a month and a half ago now. And Allison Mack got arrested today, and she's a key player. Her and Keith Rainier, when they would bring these women into the cult.
That's my cartoon.
AM and a KR were part of that brand, and so she was definitely, she can't deny that she's part of it. In the front, yes, I saw the picture of Obama, and that's the first thing that I noticed about that picture was his left middle finger, and that's called the Saturn finger, and if you study into the occult, and you study into all of that, you will learn what that means for them to cut themselves like that, because we've seen a picture with Podesta with the same thing. And if y'all want to dig into any of these Q drops tonight with a little bit of extra sauce that I can't post in here because it's pictures and you won't be able to see it, just go to my Gab account, and I've got every post from today with the extra information. And there is a picture in there that has the writing, what appears to be in blood on the wall, talking about that middle finger cut. All right, Brandon, Van, I got you. I'm going to go check my gap messages here in just a second. And I'm also going to look into Discord and see if anybody confirmed on Maggie's mom, on Mary or Sarah, whichever one it's supposed to be. And if anybody else has anything to say, now's a good time to say it because I'm going to be away for just a second.
Can I put on music?
No, I'm going to put another video.
So what do you think, YouTube chat? Has this been enough information for you and
We the people?
So,
So I just posted her Facebook page right there. If you click on it and look, it doesn't have anything. It says Mary A underneath it. Her last post was in 2013.
Tells me that's been removed. Maybe because I'm not logged in, it won't let me see it.
No, I'm logged in too. That's all it's there. It's that one picture. And her sitting on a park bench.
Maria, you're better handle it than me. Can you write out my password for me?
Hey, Benda, you got a Twitter account?
There you go. Yeah, you gotta let me know.
I think he logged. Never mind.
New Leaf Club.
Yeah, what's that?
I did find a Twitter account for a Mission Blue, that claims to be a filmmaker, Maggie Nixon. The picture looks like it could be her, but it's behind the goggles underwater.
That's her. She on a starfish?
Yeah.
Or an octopus? Yeah, that's her.
So do we think she grew up at Alafonte's Comet Pizza?
Looking likely.
I think she's the baby that's got her arms taped down. I think it's her from the word go.
Whoa, that's a crazy connection. You think that's the little girl in that picture, the same girl?
I do. I think those old Comet Pizza pictures of the little, and even the one where the guy's holding the baby with the necklace around. think it's her from Tiny Baby.
From the chicken lover? Chicken lover? Yeah. Wow, that'd be kind of crazy. No, I don't. Oh, just real quick, I don't have a Twitter account. I bounced out of Discord for a moment, and then I heard someone ask me that. I don't have Twitter. Hey guys, could I just ask a quick question? The picture that I just posted with the guy with the ping pong handle, do you think that's in the basement of Comet? I don't know, but isn't that that creepy dude? That's exactly who that is. It's on his Facebook page. Well, don't we have pictures of a basement? Maybe you can see if it's like the same color walls or something.
That could be anywhere.
Hey, Mary Nixon isn't Maggie's mom. I don't know where that YouTuber got that.
I mean, Ben Swan got fired for Pizzagate, so I would imagine that everything you're pulling up is probably on target or close to. And if things you're poking out and you're putting it to public, and you were working in a public site or a public forum, I would imagine you get fired too. It's just really. When he got fired, that was the trigger for me to know that something is really going on with that. And for those of you who don't know Ben Swan, he's the reality check guy. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that, dude. He went dark for like 2 months or 3 months or longer. Yeah, he has had a horrible career after reality check because he started to tackle problems or issues and actually come up with what you need to know about these things, just like kind of what we're doing now, except he was doing it on a public forum or, TV. And, he got fired for it, and then he got another job, and he got fired for same thing. And then he started his own YouTube channel for a while, and then that got shut down, weirdly enough. There is at least one person out there trying to expose this stuff, but he lost his last job for Pizzagate. Wait, are you talking about his just recent return is now gone again? Just recently he came back? No, I did hear he was coming back. I have not checked up with him in the recent months, but
So he's been back as recently as just a few weeks ago. Like he's got a little YouTube thing, and he's doing his thing again. He's got his nice suit on, and he's doing his thing. But I do know what you're referencing from before, when he really came out strong on it and then just got scrubbed.
Yeah, he got scrubbed after that again because he tried to bring back reality check on the news media show that he was on. So he got fired for speaking out with Pizzagate. Then he got fired again. I mean, the guy's been fired 3 or 4 times now, publicly, and has had his career and his reputation completely demolished in the process. He's been sued too.
Dude, and how about David Seaman from YouTube? That guy's been through hell and high water.
Yeah, I mean, that's the price we're paying as patriots, if you will, to attack this Pizzagate on a public forum.
Yeah, that's what kind of made it real for me, because I'm just watching this guy on YouTube, and he's talking about this subject, and it's like, you're looking at him, and it's like, he doesn't have anything to lose. He's just this little YouTuber guy, whatever. But he had like 80,000, 100,000 subscribers. So, I mean, but he had a very close friend of his
died under mysterious circumstances as he was beating the drum on Pizzagate about a year ago. And he had a video that he popped up where he was like a mess. He was like bawling and crying and was tripping out and said he's going to buy a gun and all this stuff. And then he kind of went quiet for a bit, and now he's come back very strong with his own website news channel, Fulcrum News. And he's beating the drum. He was calling out Q for a while, but now he's like back on.
I have to look something up.
How come we didn't copy password?
You did. It's in your thing. And you gotta figure out which one it is. I'll do that later, Anthony. Just put on something, relax. So Q posted this picture of a palm tree, canary palm tree. Canary palm tree. QAnon 2018. Sorry, what have I got? Canary palm tree signal. Mack is naming names, big names in Hollywood government, local, federal. She has proof. The Standard Hotel helicopter crash, all related. Future will prove past. AS. I don't know what that is. And then a palm tree. And hey, it's 420, you know. So that's like, could be cannabis, right? Okay. You want to put something on or no? You want me to put something? Okay, I'll pick. Let's see. Oh, this is it.
Hey guys, it's Michelle, Deception Bites, and I'm going to get us right into the Q post for today. We've got a couple left from last night. I had got us caught up to a point, but Q did post a couple more past that time. So I'm going to cover those tonight. They're from April 19th, and then I'm going to bring us up to date as of 10:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on April 20th. Now, today has been an action-packed day in terms of Q posting and Trump and just everything that's going on in the swamp. So we've got a lot of interesting stuff, and we've got a lot to cover. But we got some big stuff here. All right. Let me just make sure. Okay, we covered the one about the Federal Reserve. This was a little question and answer session that Q had, and the Anons would ask questions, and Q responded. And I think we covered the one Federal Reserve ending, and he said structure. And I do seem to remember covering that, and then we left off there. And this is the next one. And this is the question I would have asked. April 19th, an Anon asks, when will we find out about Seth, Rich, and Las Vegas? Seth Rich connected to DNC, Well, we knew that. We knew that. We knew that there was a connection there. MS-13, we know that, right? We know that he was murdered by MS-13, who were later murdered themselves. Julian Assange, it's related because we know that Seth gave Julian Assange the information on a disk, and that's why he was killed by the Democrats. Why did the Democrats push legal representation on the family? Well, it would make sense. They didn't want the family out there just talking. They wanted to have that family have a lawyer that would answer any questions from the media because they didn't want anything, unscripted getting out. So, and that family was probably threatened to some degree. Now, they'll say that they weren't, but I just don't think that they wanted them in front of the camera unscripted because you just don't know what they might say. Now, the question was, when will we find out? And Q answers that and says June, estimated time of arrival. So we're expected to find out in June what really happened. Now, we know what happened. We may not know the nitty-gritty details, but we do know what happened. It's just that it's never come out, and it's highly, highly, highly censored on the net. So it's a hot button topic, and the Democrats want to control that narrative and don't want it to get out, and don't really want people discussing it, and that's why you will get banned right quick and in a hurry if you start posting about Seth Rich. So let's go on. Sorry, I have to take a drink. And it's very unusual for me to drink Diet Coke, but I am. I've been trying to get off of Diet Coke and stick with iced tea, but not as easy as one would assume. Okay, April 19th, and an Anon asks, will Europe really be broken from its chains too? And Q responds to this Anon and says, worldwide. So the state, in breaking the deep state, it's not just in the States, the United States, but it's going to free the world. And it's talk like this that makes me nervous, and I'm just being honest with you, because much as I want to believe that Trump is the golden-haired boy, he's not. He's a Mason. There's lots of people that he has filled positions with beneath him are.
How do you get to the? Okay.
Not all good people.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know where this is all heading.
I know.
Eventually, I don't know what the end game is, but in terms of what we've seen so far, it's been positive, because how can you say that anything that he has done up to this point so far has been detrimental? Some people will argue and say that North Korea, or not North Korea, but Syria, but I don't think we have the real story there. So I don't think that any of us are really qualified to say, because I don't think anybody has the real story. I think that, we are purposefully given misinformation about it. So until we know exactly what happened and why, I think that we need to reserve judgment. So let's go on. Hang on. Okay, and the next question, and this is still from the 19th. These are ones that I missed because I did I uploaded my video and then Q posted more. So, will election fraud be revealed soon? And Q says, yes. Midterms are safe. Watch California. Q. So he's not really giving us much information here except telling us that midterms are safe and watch California. But in terms of what we're to be watching and why, well, I think we probably know why, but we're to watch California. So that'll be something interesting to keep our eyes on, to keep our eyes peeled. My mother always says that, keep your eyes peeled. And I think that sounds horrendously painful. All right. Now, here's the last one from the 19th. Q says, question and answer again. He's saying basically, okay, time's up, but we'll have this question and answer time again. His time is limited. Time's limited. Keep up the good fight, Q. So, he can't hang out all night on the boards with people, shooting the breeze. I think that I think he's probably very, very busy, he and the team, and they do what they can to keep everyone informed, but, they can't hang out all night. I mean, we can't have a pajama party with Q or anything like that, which would be fun. It would be lots and lots of fun. Okay, April 20th. Now, this is Q posting, and he says, answer Q regarding Seth Rich. Seth Rich, June, Julian Assange. Now, and then we're going to go out and look at this. Coincidence? Q. So, Q answered regarding Seth Rich. Seth Rich was going to be revealed in June, and it's going to be revealed how Seth Rich is linked to Julian Assange, which he is, because that's who gave Julian Assange the information. And then Q says, now this has come out. And he says, coincidence? Q. So let's go see what just came out. Interesting. Hey, what's going on here? Let's go back. Not sure what happened there. Content blocked. Why would the content unblock? Okay, there we go. That's strange. I've never seen that before, where they block content. Okay.
I want to hit something else that's happening today, and this is the Democratic National Committee lawsuit.
Okay, this is just about the most ludicrous thing I've ever heard in my life. Now, I've lived a while, I've heard a lot of ludicrous things. This is right up there. If it's not the top, it's probably in the top 5. Democratic Party files suit alleging conspiracy by Trump campaign regarding Russia, WikiLeaks to sway 2016 election. Say what? That Trump campaign was trying to sway the election?
drone course, and I'm here. Got back up with these posts and decided it was time to get back on the board and discuss what's coming on tonight, because this is too earth-shaking to not get involved with it immediately, and let's start decoding it. I'll take a look here what's been dropped over here, right?
Would you like to start? Which post do you want to